What's going on, guys? Well, hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, ZeroTheMagician here, and I'm here to bring you guys a new series of sorts, I guess, and I'm gonna call this series The Real Talk. I've been planning this for a few months now, and it's about time for me to make the first episode of The Real Talk. So basically, the idea of this series is that I'm basically gonna share my thoughts with you guys, because I have a lot of stuff on my mind, and I just gotta share with you guys. So, starting off, I think I'm gonna tackle a very important question, I guess, and what is your goal with YouTube? So, I'll explain, what my goal is, when playing this parkour map, with the effects and stuff, so it's really cool. So I'll just tell you guys what I'm all about, I guess. And I guess this story as well. So, I started back in 2013, at a very young age, to be honest. I was a full-time squeaker, I'm just gonna say that. I squeaked hardcore. So it was fun back in the day, because I really had nothing to worry about, Sorry. There we go. I really had nothing to worry about because I was just doing this for fun. And I never really took anything seriously, really, to be honest. And I just kind of did it for fun. And I still do it for fun. It's just not in the same sense. So, sorry. Not in the same sense. I died. So, back in 2013, I started doing Skyblock with a guy named Pickles. At the time, again, I didn't take it very seriously, and I just did it for the fun of it. So after, I guess, the channel in general got past 65 subs, because I'm not the only one of this channel, let me tell you that. So after we passed 65 subs, I started thinking, we might be onto something, and I started posting videos more frequently, like somebody actually cared. But in reality, at that time, nobody did. So it didn't really matter to me. I thought that, somebody cared. Somebody must have cared at the time. So I just continued, doing my thing, and, being very charismatic and exciting at every single video, like, hey, what's going on, like I still do. So, that was I was just having fun with it, and then I realized, this might be something, and then it kind of all changed about, let's say, about 200 subs later, and I was still posting, I guess, frequently, not as frequently as before, but I'd still, wanted to find some meaning in this. And after that, I moved on, and I found a server called the Pixel Sun, which I didn't find that month or whatever. I found it. I've been watching. I had been watching Pixel Sun for over a year now, or from that time. I'd been watching it forever, and I was like, oh my gosh! And I finally joined, and I was so excited. And that's when I said, hey, you know what? I got a bunch of big YouTubers on my side, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to work with these guys. And I was so excited. And that's when I started posting, a lot of videos, but not necessarily Pixel Sun, because the reason is I just found that it might be possible for us to do something really, really interesting now that Pixel Sun has brought us a bunch of subs. Like, before Pixel Sun, we had about 200. After Pixel Sun, we had about 735. Our channel had grown crazy because of Pixel Sun. I'm going to continue on with my story, because after that, we had some meaning going on, okay? We got the groove. We're like, okay, we're gonna make it to 1,000. I mean, that would be insane. And in our heads, we're like, geez, no way. So, after we reached 1,000, that's when we realized, okay, we have something to do. We have something to show. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make people smile. We're gonna do our videos. But for me specifically, oh wow, that was lucky. But for me specifically, I had a whole other thing to the game. They were all about entertaining, and I wasn't at all about the entertaining. And here, let me bring up a very quick thing. I was talking to a guy named Mr. Blue, and I just made a video on him, or verbally abused squid, or what do you guys want to call him. I was talking with him the other day, and we were just talking about goals and stuff. And my main goal for YouTube, let me bring it up here. He said, I just do it to make people smile. I said my passion is not to game or to make people smile, which I do unintentionally, sometimes, because of the comments saying, oh, you made me smile. So my passion is not to game or to make people smile, but to show that no matter how young or squeaky you can possibly be, you can achieve much more than those who have the characteristics to achieve much more. I'm so sorry for my stuttering. It's I'm really sorry. But yeah. So I just want you guys to know that my goal is to basically show to everybody that whatever type of person you are, you can achieve so much more. Because in the beginning, I didn't think that I was much. I didn't think that I could achieve, really anything. And here I am now, along with the help of my brothers and all, and we're almost at 2,000 subscribers, and I am so thankful for that. I don't want to sound like every other YouTuber just saying thank you, but this really does mean a lot to us, because I've realized that as a person, I'm not just that kid, that average kid who just sits on the computer, but I have a meaning to this, and I want you all to just give yourself a pat on the back. I don't know if you guys are actually, I don't know, just give yourself a pat on the back, because you guys have gotten us to where we are today, and we wouldn't change that. And we are so happy that we have been able to go on this journey with you guys. And I feel that this is why I want to bring up this topic, because people are like, oh, my goal is to get to 5,000 subs, and sub count for me doesn't matter. It's all about the journey and not the destination. So I hope you guys did enjoy the first episode of The Real Talk. And a huge announcement, we're going to be double uploading tomorrow, or at least I am, double uploading tomorrow and on Sunday. Or sorry, Saturday and Sunday. So 3 days of double uploading, because I'm so excited. And yeah, this is going to be a great few days. So, oh no, I failed that jump. Well, I think that's a good place to end the episode. I'll see you guys later. Whoa!